gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say, baby, baby, baby. You gotta take it.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure, reaching you guys all the way from West Africa, Nigeria. I want to say a wonderful morning to you guys, and also want to apologize if my voice is a bit cracky. It's not long it's still morning, so I pretty much went in the market.
Now you front like I did something wrong. I just want you, that's all. You from, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby.
So yeah, sorry, I quickly had to post the streaming link to my Discord channel. For the guys that are not in my Discord channel, um, yeah, you know about it. So, what am I looking at this morning? Well, for the guys that joined the previous live stream, I made a call. If you look at, there is a current buy that is going on here, and the buy is still going on. We entered this entry that was on Friday. It's nothing much. It's nothing much, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the pop-up that is currently on my screen. You can see I'm just risking a very small amount of my trading cash on this one. Okay, so what do I think would happen right about now? As you guys can see, we just started this live stream and quickly started going into why we are here, because mainly I start this live streaming whenever I see a good setup in the market. All right, so why I'm saying this is, if you want to continue joining section like this, then what I can advise is you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be able to get notification whenever we start streams like this. So while we are waiting, it would be nice to plan our trade. Okay, so what I'm looking for is, if price can close above this 21 EMA, I'll be quite interested to take on this trade. Okay, but the question now is, if I should take this trade, where will be my GP? Everything is dependent on what price is doing. Let me see. Let me go to market order for starters. I'll add a stop loss. Ideally, there are other ways I do this, okay? But as you guys can see, I figured out that I can still achieve everything just by using XNX chart. Just want to get one peep from here, which is around there. I'll say, okay, what if we put our stop loss here? Okay, so now if I put it here, I can now increase the lot size based on how much I want to risk. Okay, ideally I would want to risk about 36. So I'll keep on increasing this until my stop loss reaches 36. That's the way I would go about it. So ideally, this is like 27, 29, 30. 29 thereabout. We have like 4 minutes remaining for that particular candle to completely close. Couple of things that I see going on here. Yeah, I'm taking this trade. If if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. There's no two ways about it. Remember, I'm using market size, so you can pretty much do same thing that I'm doing here. For the guys that are watching, I like giving them drawing. For other guys that would want to take my trade, so what I'm planning is that once this green candle closes above where it is now, it's we are currently looking at the EMA, but it's around there. Okay, if we have a close around there, then due to where price is, I would be most likely looking like a market N3 for me. Where price is actually very very good, based on the direction that I want to go. So what I would say is, if price should close there, we have 2 minutes remaining for that candle to close. Okay, or 2 to 1 will be somewhere there. We have less than 3 minutes now for that particular candle to completely close, and we like where the price is currently trading at. We like where the price is currently trading at. I want to say a wonderful morning to you guys. I know the stream we just started it just real quick. So that's why I said whenever I do live streaming, it's not like I pre-plan them. It's not like I pre-plan them. I only start the setup when I see something interesting to take. So that's why I do what I do. So remember, like I said, I'm going to go for a market order. This is still looking okay. We have like 7.2 for the stop loss pips, so you can use 7.2 for that. So what do you use these stop loss pips to do? I think it's about 7.2 now. Hopefully it will be around that once this candle closes. Okay, we can still work with 7.2. okay, so you can do your position size calculations on that. Then stop loss obviously will be here. We have less than a minute to go. There's your stop loss there. So I'll go back to my own chart, because this is where I want to be. Once this candle closes, I'm going for a buy. I've added the stop loss, I've added my TP. We have 11 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go, so I should be spending more time here. And okay, that's it. I'm in on a buy here now. My stop loss is right there, and it's scary. I think this is one of the most heavy setup I've taken. So I have an entry right now, and if I should work with what price exactly did here, we should be aiming for The actual 2 to 1 should be around there. Okay. TP or fair, I'll call it fair value TP is there. Let me get the price. Let's see if this one is going to be a success. The stop loss, as you can see, the stop loss space is small, so we wouldn't want them to waste much time. It would be nice to see price trading to reach that TP before any other thing happens in the market. Okay, so yeah, for me, as you guys can see, I'm already in the market. I'm risking roughly $30 on this. Okay, so what I can do is I can come here. This is trading view. Okay, so you see where we are aiming for. We're aiming for price to come and trade back up to those highs again. Okay, so that's what we are aiming for based on the setup we have here. Everything you see here is 15 minutes, so this is a 15-minute time frame. I don't like where we are trading at. It would be nice to see market trading up, but it is what it is. If we take a loss, we'll close the stream. We'll just take it as a loss. There's no need to cry over spilled milk. There's no need to cry over spilled milk. The thing we did was that rejection is coming in. Maybe this might be a wrong call on my side, but even if it's a wrong call, I wouldn't feel bad. And my reason is that the set of rules that I have for myself, I pretty much followed the set of rules I have for myself. And for the guys that have been joining my live stream, they would hear me use that word more often. Whenever I take trades like this, I always say it. I say things like we followed our strategy. So that's why I wouldn't feel bad even if this is a loss, because to me it's a good trade, and I've pretty much explained to you guys what I mean by a good trade. Good trades are not always trade that you have a win in. Good trades are trade that you know that you followed your strategy. You know that everything you have in your rule book, you followed them. You traded according to your principle. You traded according to your rules and regulations. So the rules and regulation I'm talking about is not anything conventional. It's personal. Okay, if you know that rule you set out for yourself, you know that pattern you set out for yourself, you know that guidelines, that you set out for yourself, you need to follow them. Okay, you need to follow them, and you have to trade in that, within that set of rules. So if you take your trades and you know that your trade exactly is in line with all the rules you set out for yourself, that's a good trade. All right, bad trade is not necessarily a trade that is a loss. A bad trade can still be a winning trade, but the reason why I call it a bad trade is that a bad trade is a trade that you trade out of feelings, or out of emotions, or out of having the gambling mindset where you just try random things in the market. That's not the best way to actually trade. All right, so that's what I mean by good trades and bad trades. So why I'm saying this is because, as you guys can see, this trade we took here is not looking so good, at least for now. It's not looking good considering the fact that we are trading down and our stop loss is a very is on a small distance. It's about 7.2 pips, as you guys can see there. Your entry price, which I believe if anybody is in this trade, um, it's either you enter now, or it's not financial advice though. It's not financial advice. Entry is around there, but you can see the rejection is coming in. So, but the good thing is that we have our stop loss in place. It's very important you go with stop loss in any trade you're going in, because that's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Stop loss are very necessary. It helps you, it grounds you. It helps you to manage your risk. And yeah, I think this is going to be a loss. This is definitely going to be a loss. If the price goes below that 21 EMA, it's going to be a loss, because that 21 EMA is what we are using as resistance, or rather as support for us that is trying to buy. Then maybe it's going to be a resistance for the bears that are trying to sell the market. We don't want the market to be selling below the 21 EMA. If the market should sell below that, well, then they would most likely hit our stop loss. But if they are trading above that, we are still safe. But the good thing that we should expect price to do is to be breaking the highs and not wasting time there. We need them to start breaking the highs and start looking to get to at least this fair value TP that we marked out above there. All right, it was a very quick one. We didn't even waste time. I started the live stream when we have the setup almost complete, and it's an early one because it's very early here. It's around 7 o'clock in the morning in West Africa at the time I'm making this live stream now. And for the guys that are joining, remember, if you like what we do here, remember to like the video, remember to refer friends, and remember to turn on the notifications once you subscribe. And it's necessary that you subscribe, and you should also join the Discord channel, because whenever I want to start this live streaming, I notify the community I have on Discord, so that for anybody that wants to partake in the educational content we make here, because I'll put it that way, this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you what to trade or what to use your money to do, but if you still like the content we make, it's highly important that you subscribe, then turn on the notification. That's the best way to go about it. So with that said, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you guys are ready to start winning this week. Hope you guys are ready to make things happen this week. Okay, let's get back to the chart. We are still trading below, not below the EMA, but nothing much is going on. The market is pretty much ranging there. We are seeing some indecision candle. We have like 5 minutes remaining for that particular candle to completely close, and it's not looking so good, because we expected price to continue with that same momentum that they used in coming above the EMA line. But you can see there is lots of conviction and momentum from the bulls, so that means the bears might have an opportunity to try to press the market further down. Hopefully our EMA line would be strong enough to hold price, and not only being strong enough to hold price, it should also be able to push price above. Well, everything now is just based on probabilities, hope, and see what price does. But the good thing that we would see is for price to try to take out this high once again. I know they've tested this high double 2 times. Now I'm looking at it. They've tested it 2 times here. It's actually 3 times if you are taking into consideration of this other guy here. So 1, 2, 3. So two things are involved. Either this rejection is high, is a serious one, or is price is just building liquidity for them to take it out later. Because it means a couple of people's stop loss is here, 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 people's stop loss is here. So I think price it's looking attractive enough, because I think price is close to it, and I think they might want to take it before they make any other decision in price. This is me speculating right now. Other things can happen. They can quickly reverse this candle now and start going down to still take out this liquidity that they built up here. If you use a trend line, you will see it clearly. Okay, so yeah, that's that about that. So I'm pretty much in this mess. I'll call it a mess. It's not only a mess. We're in this scary morning trade. I like the level where price is. It's looking okay. It's around the 17,000 range. Our stop loss is actually at 17,000. So I think it's a good startup unit, but the only issue we are having now is price is trading below. We don't want price to be trading inside our stop loss area. We need price to be trading above it. But it is what it is. Even if I take a loss on this trade, like I said, I'll still count it as a good trade. To me, in my own opinion, it's a good trade because it's following what I expected price to do. So in a situation whereby that doesn't work out, I'll record it in my spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet where I keep records of trades that I took that are in line with my strategy. I don't record the ones that I trade outside my strategy. So the ones that are in my strategy, I record the trade, and I have reasons why I do record my trades. So I record them for to keep track of the performance, to see ways we can optimize it, to also see how we can make it better. So I would recommend you to journal your trades. It's highly important to do that. I know I don't actually journal the screenshots of the trade, so I think that's something I might have to add either this week or coming days, where if I'm recording the trade, I'm also recording the a screenshot of the trade setup, so that way I can whenever I'm doing my audit, or maybe whenever I'm doing back testing, or whenever I'm trying to learn other ways I can make things better, then I can also reference those screenshots. Where price is now is not good. Is looking is going to be a sell. I think it's going to hit our stop loss, because now they are forming a swing high. That's a swing high that they are forming there. We had a swing low that we used, and that's the swing low we are hoping that price would have used to go to our TP. But now you can see they are using this guy to destroy everything, and our stop loss is in sight, and I think price will hit our stop loss now. Well, if it hits our stop loss, we'll call it a morning. There is no need to cry over spilled milk. The good thing is that the setup is in line with my strategy, so I'm not gonna feel bad about it. The only time I will feel very bad is if we traded outside our strategy, or if I traded outside my strategy. Let me stop using our. So if I traded outside my strategy, then that's the only time I will feel bad. But there's no need to feel bad because everything I took here is in line with my strategy. Everything that I made here, the decisions that I made, where I added my stop loss, at the point I entered, everything was based on my strategy. So I won't feel bad even if it hits my stop loss. All right. Not like I won't feel bad. I won't be angry with myself, but I'll feel bad because I lost some money. And for the guys that joined earlier before I entered this trade, you can see right there I'm risking almost $30 on this. So I'll feel bad because I'm losing money. All right. But I'm not going to feel angry or, you know, crazy mad at myself. I won't feel that way because I know that before I entered the trade, everything that I expected from market based on my strategy, based on the set of rules I have for myself, market gave me all of them before I entered. So that's why I'm saying that this trade you are seeing here is not a bad trade in my own opinion. All right, it's not a bad trade in my own opinion. So that's that about that. There's a trade I took on Friday just to entertain you guys. The guys that joined the Friday trade will remember this particular trade that is below there. I took it on Friday just to entertain you guys. So right now I'm going to update the stop loss to the recent price entry stop loss because there's no need to still leave that guy open. All right, we need to bring the stop loss closer to close that particular trade if price goes against us, which it looks like that's what price is doing, because you can see that price we're able to sell back below the EMA line. And remember I told you guys that 21 EMA line price shouldn't close below it, but you can see that price closed below it now. And not only the price closed below it, you see there was an attempt here to trade back up to it, but now it's now being rejected. So for me, I highly recommend that any trade you take, make sure you go with your stop loss. I think, to be honest, I don't think we are going to survive this. Our stop loss will be hit anytime from now. Anytime from now. So we'll just wait it out. I know it's going to hit it, but just because we are here and it's going to transparent, I'm not here to give you guys unauthentic content. I'm here to be real. So everything you see here, you can see is real account. I'm only blinding my balance because I don't want you to see it. It's not like there's anything there. But yeah, that's our stop loss right there looking at us. Or rather, my own stop loss is there looking at me. So yeah, I wouldn't waste much time because I have other engagements, but hopefully we get stopped out on time so I can do other things. Or if we're not going to be stopped out, then it is highly important that price should start trading back up again. So for the guys that have been joining my live stream, you can watch and see how I took this trade and how I added my stop loss. Ideally we do position size calculations and stuff like that, but I figured out if you're using the XNS desktop version, you can pretty much have your entry, put your stop loss, and from you adjusting your stop loss level, you can see in real time the price you are risking based on the lot size. then by increasing or reducing the lot size, only then would you see how much you are risking and how much, yeah, basically how much you are risking based on the stop loss level you added. All right, so the reason I'm pointing out this is it's highly important you know about that. And if you want to know how to do that, I think you can see it or at the beginning of the live stream. So I believe once this video is published, you can pretty much go back and watch it, and you will see how that one is way faster and easier to do that way. Because the other one, you have to go to the position size calculation, do the calculation, copy the lot size, then come and start placing the order. But with that approach, you don't have to do all those things. You can pretty much do everything on your chart. So it's something you can look into. Unless you don't use the extended desktop, then it's okay. You can continue doing your position size calculation. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like it's way faster when you do everything on one chart. All right, I'm tempted to close the live stream now because there's nothing holding us from our stop loss is right there. It's still interesting how market hasn't taken that out, but our stop loss is right there. Okay, our stop loss is right there. Let me put a drawing there. I'll put this white line there. Okay, yeah, where that white line is where the stop loss is. You can see they came really close to it. Well, I don't think they would reverse back without hitting our stop loss. I'm being honest, and the reason is that there is no fair value gap or anything that is holding price from going down. All right, I'm not seeing any resistance for the bears. The only resistance here, there was a gap here, but already that gap has already been tested and filled up, and I think price will not hold. It would be interesting to see them hold. I would want them to hold because I'm buying. I don't want them to hit my stop loss. But if I'm looking at just pure price action and what price is doing, I think they will hit the stop loss eventually. They will hit it eventually. You're right. So I wouldn't recommend you having much faith in this trade anymore. Two things is going to happen. All right. It's either it hits our stop loss. Nobody is disappointed because we expect it to be a loss. Okay. You see the sell is coming in. They will eventually take that stop loss. Don't worry. So the way I condition my mind whenever I want to trade, and for the guys that have been joining me, my live trading sections, they can bear witness around that, is that for every trade I take, I count it as a loss. I record it as a loss even before I take that trade. So that way I condition my mind to not expect much out of it. So that way I wouldn't get so much disappointed if it actually hits my stop loss. Okay. That's the way I condition my mind in things like that. Okay. So on the other hand, if it turns out to be a winning trade, then fine and good. I'll be wowed. I'll be happy that it ended up being a winning trade. So what am I saying is the best thing you can do for you is, assuming you took this trade with me, or you are in my shoes right now, because I'm actually in this trade. The only thing you can do for yourself is, okay, just count it as a loss. As a matter of fact, let me open my spreadsheet and I'll add it there. I'll add it as a loss. It's a loss actually. There is no two ways about it. I told you guys, if we close below that EMA line, it's our chances of hitting the stop loss increases. As you can see, immediately we close below it. You see how price is racing down to take our stop loss. Okay, So this is what it looks like. So I'll just add trade 18 here, risk to reward 2. We are still on our euro USD, and we'll count this as minus 30. Count the comment there is it's just a loss. There's no need to add comment there. Okay, so we have that recorded as a loss already. So even if he hits it, fine and good. But if this market should reverse, magic, I don't know. What's the word? I think, is this magic? No, I don't call it magical. Miracle, yeah. If this market miraculously reverses, which I don't see it to reverse from here, it's going to hit our stop loss. Then we'll go back here and change it into profit. But for now, we'll just record it as a loss. Record it as a loss. So with that, I think I'm going to close the live stream. You see, the order is already closed and I'm out of the trade. So yeah, that's a loss for me this morning, and I don't feel bad about it. And my obvious reasons, like I said, is everything was in line with my setup, and yeah, that's why I wouldn't feel bad about it. Would have been nice if they traded up, at least seek for some liquidity above, counter TP before they start doing whatever they want to do. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, and yeah, that's just the way it is. So with that, I think I'm going to close the live streaming section, and we will try again later today in the afternoon if we see any setup. But if we don't, then I'll see you guys some other time. So for the guys that, like I said, these streams are not pre-scheduled, so we only jump on streams when we see a good setup to take. And yeah, I took a loss on this one, and we'll try again. So it's not going to discourage us not to try again, and we'll try again. And the only reason why we know that there's chances that when we try again it's going to be a winner is because we've done our back testing, and I'm trading based on the statistics I have. I'm trading based on the game plan I have. So is not I'm not here to do random things. I'm not in the market to look for any opportunity I see. That's not what we are doing here. All right. So what I'm doing here is I have a sort of rules. I have a sort of statistical approach to whatever I'm doing here. All right. So things like, what do I aim for in any trade? How do I enter a trade? How do I stay in a trade? And how do I exit a trade? So I have rules that are actually guiding me in all of those decision making. All right. Before I enter a trade, I have a set of rules of what I want market to do. All right. Then the second thing is, once I enter that trade, I have a set of rules that I have for myself that I will obey those rules when I am inside a trade. Then once a trade, I think the last thing there is for the trade to hit your TP. I don't think there's any other set of rules there. All right. So, but the most important thing I will want you to point out is, I want to point out before I close the stream, is that for any trade you want to take, have it in mind that you should be able to determine what level is your stop loss. By stop loss is what level would price reach and you don't want to take the trade anymore. Secondly is, how do you intend to stay in that trade? So if you have a setup, and fortunately for you, the market takes your order and you are currently holding a position in the market. How do you manage that position? It's very, very important to have set of rules that are guiding you in that. All right. Then on the other part, on the risk management, you should be able to have a systematic approach on how you would want to accumulate your losses or accumulate your wins, and what's the best risk to reward ratio are you aiming to use to do that. So those are the things you need to put into consideration. And like I always say, there is no one way to do this. There are so many ways to do this. And yeah, that's that about that. There are so many ways to kill a bird, but the good thing is that if you are killing your bird and you are doing the actual risk management, you are disciplined, and you're focused and you know what you're doing, that's where you make your profit. There are people that use trend lines to trade and they are profitable. There are still people that use trend lines to trade, they will not be profitable. There are people that use RSI to trade, they will be profitable. There are still people that use RSI and they will not be profitable. There are people that use MACD. There are people that use SMC. There are people that use quarter theory. There are people that use a lot wave theory. There are people that use the unicorn. There are so many trading patterns or ways you can use to trade. All of them can make you money. I wouldn't want to use the word that all of them are profitable. All of them can make you money. What makes you profitable is how you manage yourself while using those approaches. That's my own humble opinion to it. All right. So why I'm saying this is that if you have any strategy you think that is not working, or you think it's not consistent, the only thing I can say to you is that maybe what you should do is to build a statistical mechanism around it to help that trading approach to work for you. All right, that's what I can say around that. So with that, I'm going to close the live stream right about now. And for the guys that took this trade with me, I want to apologize if it was a loss, but like I said, nothing here is financial advice. Everything we do here, you are taking risk on your own. All the risk you're taking is on you. So with that, I say have a wonderful morning, and I'll see you guys in the afternoon. For now, bye bye.